Well, welcome back, my friends, all to another rousing rendition of Choir Boys Outdoors. The Kratos, made by Shany at Shade, Indonesia. This is a beast, son. 3 edges. We're going to talk all about it. Before we do, guys, everybody that's watched this channel knows about our brother Blackie Thomas. He had a stroke. He is recovering well, but after surgeries and multiple MRIs, he is incurring some crippling debt. My brother from another mother, Joe X, is doing a fundraiser, auctioning off or raffling off one of his blades. Please check that out. So I'm going to put Blackie's GoFundMe in the description. I'm going to put Joe X's auction in the description. One thing you can do to help both and say thank you to Blackie and say thank you to Joe for showing love is subscribe, share, and comment their videos. That being said, and Joe X, bro, I love you. Thank you for doing this. Blackie, get well soon, brother. We're going to get it done together. Having said that, guys, the Kratos by Shany from Shade, Indonesia. This thing is just a monster, son. It's a beast. Full leather sheath. Now, the steel on this bad boy is 5160. I want to say these are micarta handle scales. This is just a wicked beast of a blade. And here's the deal, man. People be like, oh, that ain't practical, Scab. What are you gonna do? You gonna have fun with this sumbitch. You cut stuff with it. You chop stuff with it. You look badass with it. Watch this. Watch it. Ooh. Right there, son. About knocked it in half. Let's watch. I'm just going to be quiet for a minute. Devastated it. I lied. I ain't going to be quiet that long. Listen to me. This thing is for people with serious. Now, if you're a collector, great. If you like looking at them, great. The thing about Shany is this, man. Yes, he makes some wild out there stuff. Yes, he makes some crazy stuff. But you know what he does? He makes it sharp. He makes it tough. He makes it durable. And if you want to collect it, phenomenal. But if you want to get out and bang and bash and crash with it, even better. Now, this is going to my brother Pistol Pete for review, along with a couple other blades from Shany. Thank you to Kirk there for the save. Pistol Pete's been waiting on this. Pete, man, I'm sorry it's taken so long. I will be getting it out into the mail to you this week. It is everything you hope for and more. It is wicked, guys. Let me give you some stats on it. I'm going to give you an overall length. Now, I'm pulling everything as we talk. So, 18 5/8 from tip to the bottom of the handle. Your blade length, let's go with, it goes anywhere. Let's see, the shortest point of the blade is 11 1/2. The longest part is 11 3/8. Let's go with 11 3/4. I'm sorry, I said 3/8. 11 3/4 for a blade length. Your cutting edge is going to be 11 5/8. Now remember, we've got 3 different cutting edges. That top, it looks like a trailing point or a clip, but that top, that swedge, is absolutely sharpened, as you've seen. So if you wanted to catch somebody on a back cut, son, that swedge is 8 1/4 inches long. That's longer than most regular blades. So you've got 3 different cutting areas here. Now, I left this part in because of the penetration I got on the stump. Son, I missed every piece of tire up there. I mean, every piece. I really don't know that I hit it one time. I was going to stab some tires to show y'all the penetration. Here's the thing, and I just totally screwed it up. Let me tell you what I didn't do. I didn't do any damage or take away from the sharpness of this blade. Fits really, really, really good in hand. Now, let me finish giving you the stats. I got distracted. The widest part of this blade, the widest part is 3 inches. So yes, it is slicey. The blade stock on this sumbitch is right at 1/4. Well, it's between 1/4. No, let's see. So it's between 3/16 and 1/4 at the handle. And then obviously it tapers down rapidly. Let's go with 1/4 inch. Sometimes, guys, when I'm pulling it with the regular tape and I'm talking and I get distracted, 1/4 inch blade stock. Your handle length, and when I say handle length, I'm just talking about the handle itself, is right at 7.25. The inner grip, the all important inner grip on this bad boy, the true inner grip is 4 inches. The real inner grip is 5.5. And what I'm saying there, if you've got just this gigantic monstrosity of a hand, you can drop 2 fingers on that pommel, rest them comfortably. The blade width, I'm sorry, I've already told you the blade width. The handle thickness is 1 inch and a 1/16. That is a thick sumbitch. Now, you do have it contoured to my hand. It fits really, really well. It has a nice guard. Everything on this is well done. Yes, I have lost more weight. Yes, I am looking good. Thank you so much for asking. It means a lot to me. A lot of times with knives like these, guys, I think about, man, what can I do? What can I do to show? And then I just thought on this one. I thought, you know what? I'm going to go to the studio. I'm going to have some fun. I always take it serious. And here's what I mean by that. I appreciate and I respect the maker's time, or the designer's time and work that they put into this. So it's never like when I go out there and have fun, it's not like I don't care. I care a lot. I'm trying to show you the quality of the work. This is a blade, and y'all know where it's Kratos God of War blade, right? So I'm not in a video game. Although many times I act like I am, I'm not. Right there showing you the backswing. I just thought, you know what? I'll get out. I'll clear some brush. I'll chop some stuff up. I'll move around. I'll swing it as much as I can. I'll show y'all some real sharpness, like with the ratchet straps and things like that. But I wanted just to have some fun. And you see, I've swung it almost continually during this segment. I tried to get the back cuts in, the front cuts in. I tried to use the fulcrum where the 2 blades underneath meet, almost like an axe point right there. It hits insanely hard. Believe it or not, the balance point is probably, if I had to say, just balancing it on my finger here, the balance point is literally 2 inches above the handle. It's not dead center, but it's pretty close. So you don't have as much weight forward as you think you do, although you have enough for a nice chop. It does have enough weight in the handle that if you swing it, you can sling it fast. You can do a quick pop chop like you would swing a kukri with this thing very easily. But when it comes to just bearing down and gripping, you can do that. I didn't find any hot spots. And let me say this real quick about Shany. Shany is one of my favorite makers, really anywhere in the world. He brings things to life. I absolutely despise the term fantasy. I really do, because I think sometimes people try to use it to diminish what makers like Shany do. It's not just fantasy, guys. It's taking stuff. It's taking a wild look at a weapon. To me, Shany is every bit the warrior. He studies the arts. He's trained in the arts. He's studied knife making. He's serious about his craft. So while he may make some badass stuff, never, ever, never in your life think that it's not an actual weapon. This thing is tough as nails. Now, people, what will you do with that? What I'm doing with it. I know I've said that twice, but my channel is not, Perry practical all the time. I don't want it to be. There's enough of that. There's enough feather sticking and try sticking, and I love all of it, guys. But I also like getting out there and just banging and clanging and having some fun. You see the control we're having, and I believe that's where the weight comes in. Now, I don't have an overall weight. When I get home, I will weigh it. Give it 3 or 4 hours from posting. I'll either pin a comment or put it in the description. Instead of doing my normal thing, guys, let me say this real quick, though. There was a time in this country where 22 vets a day took their own lives, and the stats are everywhere. We know that. That's why here on this channel, we focus on the number 0. Anything over 0 is unacceptable. Vets, we love you. You have a place here. Guys, I back the blue. I take a lot of crap for that, and this ain't the best time to do it. But I also believe in accountability for the blue. I'll get into more to that as we go, but it's one of my things. I'm not going to argue with anything or anybody about it. I don't shove it down your throat. Finally, if you are an addict, and I am, never quit quitting. Well, guys, I'm Scab. You're not. This is the Kratos. It is badass. Y'all check the description.